Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, February 11th, 2024. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend and are ready for the Super Bowl today. But in any case, let's try to hash down on what went on Friday. So really, the overall preferred plan, not really preferred, but made the most sense, was that the Bulls are going to reach for the 5,000 marker. I said most likely they're going to overshoot it just because once it's there, you're going to get the Bears that are just going to step away. They're not going to try to fight it, and that's pretty much what went on Friday. There was no participation at all. I'm going to just show you the charts that I always show you where I'm saying this is probably one of the most dangerous markets that I've seen in probably right before, we had the COVID that hit. That was one. And after COVID, they opened up the, kind of the world again. And we had that massive move up. And nobody thought that anything was going to go down. And from there, we had a 25% drop. But right now, this is the put-call ratio. As you can see, there's no safety net right now after this move here. If we take a look at the participation, which is stocks above the 50-day moving average, actually down 2.78%. So right now we have a very small handful of stocks that are leading the S&P and the NASDAQ higher, and the other stocks are just kind of really not participating. So again, what happens is it's the say 7 stocks that are really moving the markets higher. They have to be perfect, and some of them are up 300, 400, 500%. Really since 2023. So it's their valuations are starting to come into question. So again, these stocks have to remain in it as strong as they are. Otherwise, we see the whole market drop unless we start seeing more participation. But this is, this is one of the biggest divergences that we've seen on this. And, everybody's just ignoring it. And finally, just looking at the hang on one second. Let me just see something. Okay, so just looking at the breadth, here you can see, this is, again, one of the largest divergences I've seen on this particular chart that I follow, and it's really the advanced decline. Again, it's just a massive sell signal. So these are, charts that you have to pay attention to. They're not, meaning that the market's going to drop right away, but it's pending, and it's just a matter of, who sits in that last chair, because this seems like it's a market of musical chairs, and each time they get these moves, less and less chairs are there. So anyway, let's take a look. Weekly chart. This is one of the reasons why I believe that, don't really pay attention to all this glitter up here, but anyway, why we're going to get some kind of move either down to the 4,600, but really more likely probably down to the 4,462, is because we don't have any bearish divergences here. So our intermediate term charts that I was just showing you, they're looking for a 10%, possibly even a little bit, about a 10% is typically the way, those indicators as far as point-wise on the S&P. So, this would bring us into this landing area here. But the thing is that the fact that we don't have any bearish divergences, this is when we had this little bearish divergence here, and you can see it was a 10% drop before we continued higher. Now, I don't think we're going to get this kind of move, but we can get a 10% drop and then back up and test or even break these highs a little bit, and then that's going to set up for the the spring down move where we're going to be heading down pretty hard into the elections. So this is saying that a drop and then up again, and that will give us the sell signals on the weekly. But if we look at the daily chart, here you go. We have bearish divergences. And then if we look at the 60-minute chart, bearish divergences. Here's that wedge that I was showing you. So, again, it's getting very, very tight up here. And, but until we see the bears, at a bare minimum get through this, say, 4,700 level, the bulls are going to continue to just try to drive this market higher and not really worry about any of the warning signs that are there. And, they're going to be right until, support breaks. They're just going to continue to buy no matter, what valuations are, the sell signals we get. They're just going to stick with momentum until momentum breaks. And then what normally happens in this type of topping process is they continue to buy the dips because that's what they've been trained for. And then what happens is that dip doesn't buy, so then they add more down below, and then they come into panic sellers, and then that opens up the door for the next leg up. So this pattern right here is just looking for a move somewhere down into the right around the 4,700, so about 300 points down. But you can see we have sell signals even with this, this little melt up right here from the 49.81 up to this 50.26. We have sell signals on that. And then if we even look at the 15-minute chart, we have sell signals. So even though price-wise they got it up, I mean, nothing is really supporting this. So just going to the wave structure, 1, 2. This is going within this wedge that I'm showing you here, 3, 4, and now we're up near the 5. And this is where I was saying the smaller wave structure would be 1, 2, 3. We were going sideways, 4, and then this is 5. So as far as wave structure, everything is complete. But again, until we start seeing, bears step in and pushing price through support, the bulls are going to continue to just continue to buy this dip. So right now, the important thing for the bulls, I would say right now, is getting price right around below that 49.62 level. This is going to be the important part. If they do, then we're starting looking at these support levels, but I'm not even going to go through them until we actually see, the one support level give way, because so far, the only time we've seen it is really here when we went down and made the wave 2, and then we just started right back up again. So, again, I don't know what the catalyst is going to be. I don't know when this is going to happen. Only thing I can relate to you is that there is danger on the horizon, and it may not look like anything right now, but it's something that could snowball. And really the main reason is just no participation. The breath is dead. Sell signals on all charts except for one, and that's the weekly chart. And cycle-wise, we are looking for some type of top that would last anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. I hope your team wins tonight, and with that, I will talk to you guys in the morning.